Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Iran is the top trending topic. The president of Iran died in a helicopter accident. His name is Ibrahim Raisi.
It's a real touchy time to have something like that happen.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
You're not kidding.
Because you never know where good, bad, what's going to happen now with the new president that takes over. So.
Yeah, and I really don't understand the government of Iran. There's a supreme leader and then a president.
Right. So he's not the head of the country necessarily, but he does yield some influence.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing the way that works.
They said it took 16 hours to find the location of the helicopter because it was crashed in fog in a mountainous region. They had to get a drone from Turkey to help just find the location, but they got it. But yeah, it's a crazy thing to watch happen. Kyle Busch is trending this morning. That's your buddy, right, Ace?
I don't know Kyle Busch. My wife has met his wife. She did some modeling for them.
Okay. Well, he and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got into a fist fight last night after the All-Star race.
Yeah.
It's great.
I watched it this morning. It is great.
It's fun to watch.
Number one comment on Twitter said, NASCAR needed this to happen.
Absolutely.
And they did. That's why they go to places like North Wilkesboro. I think it's awesome. The track looked spectacular last night. I can't believe they got that thing dry in order to have that race, which is just a phenomenal piece. Yeah. At one point, there was over 2 feet of water standing all over parts of the track. But anyway, yeah. And so Stenhouse got in a little hot, bumped Kyle up into the wall. Kyle comes back, taps him, knocks him out of the race. Next thing you know, pow, 2 pieces of biscuit in the pit.
He just clocked him. A clean right hand. And Kyle Busch, his hat's all cockeyed, and he's falling backwards into the tires, and it was a scene.
Like, that's some old school NASCAR stuff. Let's go, baby.
Doesn't Kyle Busch fight a lot? Like, isn't he always involved in some sort of altercation?
He's always involved in some talking.
Okay.
But I don't know that anybody has ever just punched him like that, straight up, man to man, face to face.
It kind of came out of nowhere. He was like, yeah, no, you hit me. Wham! And just kind of out of the blue.
There's fireworks going off in the background.
Yeah, it was cool to watch. As somebody who doesn't religiously
paying any
follow
attention to Joey Logano, who won the whole thing, just won $1 million. They're like, what?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, Joey Logano's like, nobody's even watching me. I'm spitting out. I'm doing burnouts now.
Yeah, they're fist fighting over it. It was way more interesting.
Love it.
And then obviously the biggest story over the weekend is this video from 2016 that was released of Diddy assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie.
It's real bad.
Yeah, and so he apologizes for it yesterday on social media, said he was at a really dark time in his life. He takes full accountability. No charges are going to be filed because they said there's a statute of limitations. But everybody's asking the same question. If you had this video if the hotel knew this video existed in 2016, how does it get into CNN's hands, years and years
After
later?
all these years.
Well, why did you not do anything about it?
Where's it been? That's the question. Now, who's had it? Who's had it under lock and key? How many copies of it were out there? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's
a lot of questions.
It's stomach turning to watch if you haven't seen it. But I think this is just one more thing in Diddy's life that I think there's more to come, probably.
Yeah, a lot of people said his apology was not a good move.
No one's trying to hear from Diddy right now.
People like, you should have laid low on that one, man.
Just shut up.
He's laid low for all the other accusations against him, and he comes out for this one.
Yeah.
Just stay away.
It's not good. So those are just a few things that are now.
Ace and TJ Radio family, as we speak, the foundation is being laid for a dynasty. Next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it, finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The New England Patriots, the Chicago Bulls, the Kennedy family. These are great American dynasties. Instantly, when I said those three things, you have an image in your mind. Mental image of champions, of winners, of people who structure our society. Today I give you the next great American dynasty, Tech D. Rob.
What?
Tech D. Rob played in another one of his, what's it called, Rob?
Star Wars Unlimited.
Star Wars Unlimited card game tournaments over the weekend. Champion.
Get out of here.
In a row.
I won again.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No way.
Okay, wait, Riggins. He's getting cocky now, though. So
Yeah.
I was recording before the show. I finished up. Rob's sitting in the other room, and I walked out. I said, "How'd your tournament go this weekend?" Swear. Here's his response. I won. He even gave I won. Like, why would you even bother asking me now?
Are you kidding?
Look, man, you've won 2 tournaments. Slow down. Slow your roll a little bit.
Wow.
So, how many people were in this one, Rob? Because the first one, there were only 18. It was limited to 18 people. How many in this one?
It was either 18 to 20 or 20. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, so about the same size as the last time. Okay, but you came out the winner again.
Yup.
So what did you win this time?
The same thing. I got another one of those $300 cards.
Okay.
I mean, it says it like people sell it for that much, but if I'm selling it as like by myself, I got 140 for it the last time I sold one. So
This is becoming quite lucrative then. I mean, if you're making money doing it.
I got another one scheduled this weekend.
Okay, so you're 2 for 2 the past 2 weekends. Where's the one this weekend?
It is in Cornelius.
Okay, so you're just kind of hitting the area, just bouncing from place to place.
I don't have to go nearly as far this time.
Right, and you're able to kind of lay down the law to the area Star Wars card game players. Hey,
Yeah.
just so you know, your boy's coming, which you might as well not even bother showing up.
Yeah. The champ is here.
Yeah. So where have you hit so far, Rob? Or
Okay, I went to Spartanburg first.
no, yeah, okay, that's where the first win was in Spartanburg.
Yeah, and then this past weekend I went to Winston-Salem.
Okay, so he's got north-south. Now he's going right in the heart of the metro, the area this weekend. He's going to hit one in town, just kind of canvass the area, let everybody know this region belongs to Tech D. Rob.
Yeah. It's like a pimp. This is your corner.
Just like that. Tech D. Rob, the pimp.
When you walk into, they all just kind of like, oh my God, there he is.
No, I don't think so. Not yet, but they're about to have to recognize.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you win this weekend, or if you win 3 in a row, Rob, you'll have canvassed the area like that. People will start talking. It'll be like when you walk in, they'll be like, "That's Rob.
That's Darth Rob.
Darth Rob."
Rob Skywalker. Wow.
Obi Rob Kenobi. I'm just going through all the names we come up with now.
Wow. A real champion. We needed a win. You know what? I'm happy for him. Good for him.
Yeah, we did need a win.
We need it.
We need more.
Yeah, we need
Come on,
more.
Rob. We're all living by character. You're the only winner we've got on this show
Yeah.
these days. We need whatever we can get our hands on.
We will hang on to your coattails.
That's right. Well, congratulations. Take you, Rob.
Absolutely.
It's a dynasty in the making now.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's NEOGENIX. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So TJ's out today. He'll be back on Wednesday. Let me tell you what I got going in my life this week that has me kind of paranoid. So for everybody who doesn't know, in case you don't know, I'm sure most everybody knows, I'm in an age gap relationship. I'm 24 years older than my wife, which means Riggins, it's been like 7 years I've been in this relationship, and Riggins laughs every time.
It's funny.
I mean, seriously, it's been, almost 8 years that we've been going out, and Riggins, every time he goes,
24, decades. You're decades older than her.
Yeah, I was telling some people yesterday, they found it hilarious when I told them that when she talks to me about driving, that I point out, I've literally been driving longer than you've been alive, so I'm good. Mm-hmm. And it's not even close. I think it's like a 6-year difference. I was driving for 6 years before she was ever born.
And you got a birthday this week.
Oh, my
You're
goodness.
going to be 1 year older.
Yeah, that's great. Where was I going with this? So because she's so much younger, that means all of her friends, the vast majority of her friends are younger as well. So here's where my paranoia kicks in, especially having a birthday on Friday, is that yesterday she said, hey, by the way, we got invited Saturday to go out with, and she mentioned this couple friends. They're having a boat day on their boat. They invited us to come join us with some other couples. No kids, just some couples. I was like, that sounds great, because these people are really cool. I like them a lot. The husband is a great guy. He played in our Peyton's Promise golf tournament. He's really easy to talk to, despite the fact that I'm so much older than everybody. And then I start thinking, oh man, I gotta really watch what I eat this week. I gotta hit the gym all this week. Maybe I need to get a spray tan because I'm red haired. I'm fair skinned. Like, man, it's gonna be bad. I gotta really work hard this week, because now I'll be out here on the boat with a bunch
shirtless,
swimming around, whatever, with a bunch of 30-year-old guys,
young go-hards.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh well, please. Whether you got a spray tan and you're thin, it's not like people aren't going to notice that you're like significantly older. Like, you think that's going to camouflage you?
I'm not talking about being older, Riggins. I'm talking about being in shape. Like, you don't want to look. You don't want it to be so obvious that they're that much better looking than you are.
Like, who's that 33-year-old guy with?
Oh my goodness!
Who is that?
That's not the point I'm trying to make. That is not the point I'm trying to make. I'm just trying to say, it's like, you don't want it to be so obvious that you're that older than everybody else.
Oh my gosh, look at all of his silver hair.
I don't even have silver hair, Rob.
It's pretty silver.
Is that Justin Bieber?
I don't think so. It's just kind of it's turning just white, because when you have red hair, it doesn't really turn silver. I saw a guy yesterday, his hair turned a cool silver color. I was like, that looks cool, but
yeah, silver's cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna mistake me for Justin Bieber anytime soon.
No, I don't think so. Is that Diplo?
So I may have to.
No, it's actually my husband, Ace.
I would have never known. He looks so youthful.
Yeah, he does look young to be almost 60.
Well, do you find yourself comparing yourself to guys your age when you're doing couple stuff like that?
Unless we're with people that I know, we're not with people my age. The couples are always younger. Oh, do I compare myself to that? Yeah,
to other guys that are younger.
Oh, sure, absolutely, I do. Absolutely do.
I do feel like, though, that you're more youthful than someone else your age. In general, I would say that.
Yeah, that's true.
You can say immature, Rob. It's okay.
No, that's not what I was saying. Not at all.
I can accept immature. I'm okay with that.
I'll say it.
It's totally fine. I accept it.
Live on your radio and anytime you want us, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Okay, so today is National Streaming Day. I didn't know that. But this is kind of a fun game to play. Can you identify all of these different streaming sounders? So many of these things, everything has its own sound now. So the first one, the gimme. Here we go.
Netflix.
All right, so that's Netflix. All right, here we go. Here's the next one.
Is that Hulu?
Yes, Rob.
Okay. It's Hulu.
That is, I would not have gotten that.
No, I didn't get that at all.
I use Hulu more than anything else. And when I listened, going through these this morning, I was like, I need to pay closer attention. I don't get that sound at the beginning of my... Okay, let's see. Here's the next one.
I've heard it.
Is that Disney? It's not HBO.
I was thinking maybe it's Max.
It's Amazon Prime Video.
Prime Video.
I knew that one at least. I've heard it before. I knew that.
Right. But these have become... 10 years ago, these weren't a staple in your life. You didn't even know what these were. Now they're such a staple in your life. You can identify them just by the sounds. Here's the next one.
Is that Disney?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew Rob would get that
click.
one. Yeah, the little click at the end. Here's the next one.
No idea.
Max.
God, okay, yeah, that one's...
I would not have gotten that one. I don't ever watch. I don't even have that.
HBO doesn't do the
No, because they're not called HBO anymore.
They're not called HBO. It's just Max.
Okay.
Which is weird. I don't know why they got rid of that.
Is that Peacock?
That's Paramount Plus.
Oh.
Paramount Plus.
Honestly, Peacock was just a guess to be honest.
I didn't know that one either. I don't know what that is. I had no idea that was Paramount Plus. Here we go.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
That was Peacock, apparently.
What?
I was going to say, can you hear feathers?
I don't know.
That's what that sounded like.
I use Peacock every day, almost every day.
Well, every time there's new daggum wrestling on.
Thank you, Rob. No reason to mock why I use it. I just use it every day. So, National Streaming Day. Identify this sound.
Is there one left? I don't know.
Showtime?
That's Apple TV Plus.
TV Plus. Okay.
I would have got that one. I would have gotten. I don't know why that one stuck with me before. One more. Here we go.
They're almost the same.
That says YouTube TV Startup. I don't know.
I've never used YouTube TV.
No, I've used regular YouTube. I don't use YouTube TV.
It's clear that the Netflix one, though, is like the iconic one out of all those, though.
And all the other ones sound almost the same.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The only differing one.
Netflix is the only one that hits in the beginning. All the rest of them kind of roll in or fade in. But I think that's what makes Netflix stand out among everything else. It gives you a little hit, pow, pow, and then we're moving. But it's amazing. That's the thing that I kept coming back to today. It's amazing how quickly this changed our society, changed entertainment, changes how we view things.
Yeah.
I mean, Netflix is going to have the NFL on Christmas Day, 2 games.
Isn't that crazy?
That's unbelievable to me. But today's National Streaming Day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate,
and years of research.
We've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
How are Ace and Kylie Jenner alike?
Well, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, it's true. You guys are very similar, and I'll tell you in just a second.
Okay.
But certainly one of the biggest stories over the weekend, the PGA Championship was happening, and Scottie Scheffler, the number one golfer in the world, was arrested on Friday morning as we were doing the Ace and TJ show. It kind of broke as soon as we left. I mean, it was all over the place, but yes. So basically, if you didn't follow it, they're having the PGA Championship. It was in Kentucky.
It was in Louisville, yeah.
So
Valhalla.
This fatal bus accident happened right outside the golf club, and Scottie Scheffler was trying to get into the course and bypass some police officers directing traffic.
Yeah, if you don't know, Scottie Scheffler's the number one ranked golfer in the world.
Yeah.
And so apparently he drove up. He got confused as to what they wanted him to do because they had changed the lane assignments from what they had been during the week.
Yeah.
He's in a clearly marked car that said like PGA player or something on it because they give them vehicles when they get there. Somehow there was confusion. A cop jumps on the hood of the car. He ends up being arrested.
Yeah,
and he was like, "What is happening right now?"
They said he was in his jail cell stretching out, trying to make his tea time. He had his yoga mat out.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that you can stay focused, but then he goes out and puts out one of the best Friday performances of his career. It's unbelievable.
Hole number one, he drains it from 167 yards to start the day.
He was talking about the adrenaline carried me through. I was like, the adrenaline I would be feeling would just to crawl up in a ball and die. I would not survive that.
I was shocked when he talked about how he was sitting in the jail cell and he kept focusing on stretch and control your heart rate. Control your heart rate.
That is crazy.
I'm in jail, sir, for just getting in the wrong lane.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Control my heart rate.
Yeah, it's an odd story, but certainly it was one of the biggest stories in sports over the weekend. Diddy apologized for this video that was put out by CNN. This video of Diddy assaulting his girlfriend Cassie in 2016 at this place called the Intercontinental Hotel. Said he was in a really dark place, but he's trying to become a better man every day. And he's in his 50s. I think he's 55 or something. This happened in 2016, so that would make him in his late 40s.
Yeah.
He's still assaulting his girlfriend, like running down the hallway in a towel and kicking her and punching her. It's disgusting.
They're
It's just disgusting.
They're out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that works. They probably have a floor of the hotel or something like that, so it's probably not a hallway like you would think of a hallway in a hotel. But you would have thought somebody would have heard something and come outside and been like, what the hell's going on out here?
Yeah, it looks like she was clearly trying to get to an elevator, and he chased her down and threw vases at her, and then she showed up in public with him a few days later with pretty obvious bruises on her arm. It's just disgusting, the entire thing. But he was trending all weekend.
Yeah, I saw where this morning she had released a statement yesterday that said he's pathetic.
Yeah.
That his attempt at making this better is pathetic. He should be quiet.
Awful. Yeah. And now, how are Kylie Jenner and Ace alike? Well, Kylie Jenner was a lot like Ace when she took her son to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles this weekend to watch the Monster Jam World Finals 23.
World Finals.
World Finals. So I don't know if you've been to a World Finals monster truck show, but you do enjoy it.
I've not been to the World Finals, but I've been to a couple of monster truck shows in my time.
Yeah,
It's on his bucket list.
It's a good time.
So maybe you and Kylie are a lot more alike than we originally thought.
There could be other ways.
There could be other
I don't know what they are, but we'll see what they are.
I don't either. But that's what's now trending.
What is the worst advice you've ever been given? Next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Well, everybody's talking about this guy today. Commencement speaker at UMass Dartmouth. His name is Robert Hale Jr. He is the billionaire founder of Granite Telecommunications, and this is what he did during his commencement speech.
Each of you is getting $1,000 cash right now. Okay, hang on. Listen, there's a stipulation. Hang on. The first $500 is our gift to you. The second $500 is for you to give to somebody else or another organization who could use it more than you.
It's wonderful. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I think that's an awesome thing to do. I don't know anything else about that man other than this, and I think that's really spectacular.
Yeah, he's worth billions, and he said one of the greatest joys is not the success I've achieved in business, but it's the ability to help others and to give to others. It's the most fulfilling thing he can think of.
It's one of the reasons we have a charity called Peyton's Promise. It's just the gift of giving is wonderful. And one of the things that I've always tried to teach my kids, and it's why one of my favorite things to do is to pick a family that comes in, one of the families that doesn't get selected for breaking and entering Christmas, and do something simple. Like one year we bought a nice Target gift card, but one of the first times with my kids, we went and bought donuts, and we drove to their house. And I told my kids, Peyton and Cade, I said, go to the door. We taped the Target gift card on the top of the box. I said, just go to the door, knock on the door. When they open the door, you just say, Merry Christmas, and they come run back in the car. She goes, okay. And so the guy opens the door and she goes, Merry Christmas. And he just like, she goes, these are for you. And he took the donuts and they came running back to the car. She's like, that was awesome. This is the best thing.
Yeah.
It's such a great piece of advice, and cool the way he did it, where, now it's up to you to go and give to somebody else who is in need.
Yeah, do you think they'll
He almost didn't get them back when he hold on.
Yeah.
What percentage of those kids is going to give away the $500? $1,000 when I graduated college would have been, immeasurable.
100% of those kids. I just have to believe they're going to do something the right thing.
Hopefully.
No way. No way.
And I'll tell you another thing too. Little hint. One of the greatest gifts I got when I graduated college, my college roommate's mom gave me $250. She said, "There's one stipulation." She goes, "Just blow this money.
Mm-hmm.
Just blow it." She goes, "Promise me you will blow this money on stupid stuff that you just want that makes you happy."
Yeah, that's amazing.
We're getting beer. We're going to the Mexican restaurant.
I'm about to get very drunk today.
But that's great advice. And that's what a commencement speaker is supposed to do. Give you great life advice. And he talks about the beauty of giving. What's the worst advice you've ever been given? Where somebody just said to you, hey, in life, and you were left sitting there going, what? Who would do that? Mm-hmm. Why is that what I should be doing? The worst advice you've ever been given. The example was we have a radio friend whose dad told him when he was 16 and getting his driver's license, don't pay attention to using that turn signal. That's a sign of weakness.
Sign of weakness.
One of the weirdest things I've ever heard. He's like, when you want to make a move, you just make a move.
Oh.
I was like, okay, I don't think we're quite equating it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's a true story, though. True story.
Sign of weakness.
At the Ace TJ show, what is the worst advice you've ever been given? These will blow your mind next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want us, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler's a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
The worst advice you've ever been given. At the Ace TJ Show on all of our social media. This is one of my favorites. This lady said, keep me anonymous, please. Worst advice. When I turned 18, my mom told me, do not get a dolphin tattoo because when you get pregnant, it's going to turn into a whale. She goes, it's not bad advice. I just, wasn't interested in getting a dolphin tattoo.
Yeah. It's way different.
But she said she's never forgotten it. Okay, well. Kind of like, that's random, but thanks.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Worst advice I've ever been given, that you have plenty of time to do stuff, because that's not true. If there's something you want to do, you better do it now. Life is too short to put things off.
Well, that is also
So I guess
true.
her advice was, hey, there's plenty of time for you to do stuff. She said,
No. No, there's not.
Not anymore.
Disagree.
Worst advice you ever been given. Zune is the future of music. Forget that iPod.
Zune. Get a Zune.
Until I saw that, I hadn't even thought about Zune in forever.
Yeah, they were like bricks.
Yeah. But remember, but Zune became kind of the, when VCRs first came out, there was VCR and was it Betamax or whatever? And then the Betamax machine just VCR crushed it. There's always something else that gets crushed in the
Blu-ray and
process.
HD, DVD.
Yep.
Those were the two big ones. Everyone was like, which one is it going to be?
HD DVD, see, it got crushed.
Exactly.
MySpace, goodbye.
Yeah.
You got run over.
Yeah.
A lot of people talking about college. Worst advice you've ever been given. If you don't go to college, you won't make a lot of money. Said, I know a lot of people who make a lot of money who didn't go to college or get a college degree. Mm-hmm. That's one of the big ones. Worst advice you've ever been given. Your money will return, but the regret of not doing something will always be with you.
Oh.
True?
I don't know. My money hadn't returned. That's a tough. I don't know why that's such bad advice. Well, I guess it's bad advice if you're just out spending money.
Yeah, frivolously.
Yeah, I guess the thought being, don't go out and frivolously spend money
on stupid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though you'll enjoy life and you'll make some great memories, you'll still wind up, broke at some point. You've got to take care of your finances because as you get older, that's a very stressful situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fascinated. One of the things that I thought was, Riggins, your dad always saying, look, you're always going to have a car note.
The price of the car doesn't matter.
Right. It's just like, what?
It doesn't matter. The price of the car doesn't matter. That's what he would always say.
I think about that all the time. I really do think about that a lot, that your dad tells you that. The price of the car doesn't matter. You're always going to have a car note. Like,
yeah.
No, the price of the car matters a lot.
A lot, yeah, because he just can't even understand that you could pay off a car.
And not having a car note is one of the greatest feelings in the world.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a lifesaver sometimes.
Is he trying to get you to do a 72-month lease or something?
No, he's like, just trade it in, get a new one. You just want to argue, you want to get the right monthly payment that you can afford because you're always going to have to pay it. So, but he can't believe in driving an older car. Like, it's just not in his...
I love it, though. Everything is structured in the fact that you're just always going to have a car payment. You'll never pay that off.
Death, taxes, and car notes, apparently.
There is a story out today. It is apparently true. We have no way to confirm it, but it seems to be very true, of the way a man was caught cheating on his wife. You would think in this day and age, with all the technology we have, it would be some type of super sleuth spy CIA stuff. It's not. by any stretch of the imagination. Next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
You would think in this day and age, with all the technology that we have, it's virtually impossible to cheat because you're probably going to get caught eventually. But sometimes it's just circumstances. Sometimes, bad things happen that allow people who are doing bad things to get caught. There's a 26-year-old female veterinarian who posted this story that said she started a new job last week and something happened when a lady brought in a very sick puppy. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with the puppy. Well, they did an x-ray and realized that the dog had eaten something that had become caught in its system. They performed an emergency surgery and pulled out the obstruction. The obstruction was a thong.
Oh, no way. Panties.
They told the owner, and the owner said she didn't understand because she didn't own a thong.
Uh-oh.
Now, here's where I could kind of question the story. That either means this woman, I find that part questionable. Every woman owns a thong.
Okay.
I'm not a woman. I'm just saying they've all got a thong for something.
It's a hot take.
Unless she just doesn't wear underwear ever.
Every woman has a thong?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she called her husband, and apparently the revelation that it was another woman's thong that came to the surface while they were on the phone in the vet's office in front of the vet.
That's amazing.
The vet says she felt terrible because that was a horrible way to find out. I would also feel terrible because the last thing I want to be doing is standing there when this lady finds out that her husband's cheating on her.
Yeah.
This is not to mention the stress over the dog, because the dog could have actually died had the thong not been removed in time.
Yeah.
Dog's going to be fine.
Thank God.
We don't know what happened to the marriage.
I have an idea.
But let's don't act like we're all not dying to figure out. Like, we need an update to find out what happened with the marriage.
Yeah.
I just find it hard to believe that this lady doesn't own a thong, single thong. Maybe she didn't own a thong that looked like that or like that.
I don't own a thong that's that big.
But you're just going to say, I don't own a thong. It just seems to me that every woman needs or has to have a thong for something. Unless she just doesn't wear underwear, period, ever.
I like this argument in your own perverted fantasy world.
It's
that
not perverted
every
at all.
woman owns a thong.
It's
you know it.
No, it's not perverted. It's common sense. Like you would need underwear for different occasions, and sometimes you wear something that you don't want to that would cause a line or something like that. So you wouldn't have a thong. I just find it hard to believe
Anytime
that a
I've ever
grown woman
snooped-
wouldn't have a thong at all, because she would need one at some point. Just based on fashion sense would tell you that.
Oh, every time I've snooped in a lady's panty drawer, there's always a thong in there.
That's what it's sounding like.
I am speaking to you as an adult, trying to use some common sense here, some common fashion sense, as you're turning it into perversion.
This is about fashion.
There ain't a dang panty drawer I've been through. It didn't have a thong, okay?
Are you Michael Kors all of a sudden?
It only makes it worse because Rob uses that voice.
Yeah.
I got a panty drawer I've been through. I don't go to people's panty drawers. I'm just saying. It just makes sense to me.
Ma'am, I know you're a liar.
Riggins and Now Trending is coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers. When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So Iran is the top trending topic. The president accident because of fog, crashed into a mountain, and it took him 16 hours to even find the location of the helicopter crash. But they say he was being groomed to become the next supreme leader or whatever, the head of the country. But so died in a helicopter crash. A lot of people are saying, oh, didn't a helicopter crash in fog? Isn't that what happened to Kobe?
It's weird to say, and it's hard to understand, but their government is structured very differently. Being the president doesn't make you the highest, most powerful person in the land like it is here or in most other countries.
Yeah.
Being the president in Iran puts you one step below the religious leader, I believe, of the country, like the Ayatollah or whatever.
Yeah. So he's dead. Iran is trending. So that is kind of what's happening. Taylor Swift is also trending this morning. You know, she's kicked off her Eras tour again. This time she went to Paris last week. Now she's in Sweden. And people pointed out that while she's performing a song called Champagne Problems, great song, it appears that she has a hickey. The most powerful, one of the richest women in the world, sporting a hickey. Still kind of not a good look, right?
Now, she's been over there by herself on tour, though, for a while. So is Travis Kelce with her?
Travis Kelce and her met up in Italy last week.
Oh.
And, they were doing some romantic boats, and they were kissing. The paparazzi caught that. So Taylor Swift with a hickey? I mean, it does. It just does. Yeah. Allegedly, we don't know that it's a hickey, but
if it is, though, it's like you got to stop that.
You can't be out there with a hickey, right?
You're in your 30s. You're on stage in front of 80,000 people tonight. You can't have a hickey. First off, they've got to find a way to cover that up
with a little bit of makeup.
Do something. They've got something.
When was the last time you had a hickey, like a noticeable hickey? Has it been recent?
Lord, no.
Yeah, right.
30 years? I don't know.
You never even had one while you were dating Amanda or anything? Never gave her a hickey?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's Taylor Swift's in her throat. I'm saying good for them. I mean, they're obviously passionate, but
that's great. But it's just like, come on, I don't know. That's weird.
Put a little cover up or something. We don't know, And she's performing this sad song, Champagne Problems. Everybody's like, oh, it's a hickey. It's an interesting look. And it is National Become a Millionaire Day. In case you missed it, it's National Streaming Day and National Be a Millionaire Day. So
it's Monday. I'm ready to become a millionaire with that Powerball tonight.
New week, new hustle. What's the Powerball up to?
I don't have no idea.
Okay.
I really hadn't played it in so long.
Well, today's the day to win.
Today might be the day, baby.
On Friday, I got yelled at in public. And an interesting little scenario, interesting little experience I had right after the show. Embarrassing, angering, all those things. I'll tell you about it next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out, and so we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I got yelled at in public on Friday, and it's been a long time since that happened. And I didn't know what to do. So here's what happened. It was Friday, and on Friday, like everybody else, I'm like super. You could tell me like, you could kick my mom in the shins, and I'd still be like, okay, it's okay. You know, it's Friday.
I gotta get home.
I gotta get home. I got things to do. So I was super excited and just bouncing off the walls. But I had a couple of things to do before I headed home. I had to go get an oil change and an inspection, tires rotated, all that little stuff. So I went over to an oil change place near my house. And you know, most of those oil change places, when you go into the office after they take your car, it's like a desk and a very narrow space where they've got some chairs lined up and maybe a coffee pot. It's like a really
a TV above the coffee pot.
Yeah. They're all kind of the same, but it's tight quarters. Yeah. So I walk into the office and there's the woman working behind the counter, and there's a guy screaming. And I have my book bag on. I'm just going to do some work, so I have my book bag on. And here's what I make out him saying. He goes, "I've been here for years. Not once have I ever had to do that. I'm never coming back to this blank place again." And she's not really saying anything. She's like, you know. So I walk behind him with my book bag on and go sit at the very end to just get far enough away next to the other door. So I put my book bag down next to my chair, and it turns out he was arguing over a $10 charge for a window tint on your inspection.
Okay.
The state charges you a $10 fee if you have a window tint, which I think I've always paid for. I've always had tint on them. So as I'm sitting there, I'm just minding my business with my book bag down. I'm unpacking my stuff, and he signs off on his little paper, and he's saying, "I'm never coming back here. I'm never coming back here." And then proceeds to leave and has to walk past me and in between me and a small refrigerator, and it's a tight fit. And as he walks past me, he goes, "Get the hell out of my way." Just like that.
Talking to you?
Talking to me. And I'm right next to the door. So I'm like the last chair on the line. I'm just getting away from him. "Get the hell out of my way." And I immediately went, ooh. And I backed up a little, tried to give him as much space as possible. And then the whole the whole body shop is talking about this guy, and they're all coming into the office going, "Well, yeah, it's $10." And he was freaking out. And they ended up giving me a free cabin air filter, which would have cost me about $20. We're so sorry, because she saw the whole thing. But yeah, I didn't say anything. I know in like retrospect, I wish I would have told him to go blank and whatever, but I didn't. And it turns out he was driving a BMW, and he was complaining, like making a scene at 8:45, so early in the morning, about a $10 fee for an oil change. Isn't that wild?
What a turd.
Totally a turd. In other news, I had to pull out my knife to defend myself yesterday.
Oh my God. I had quite the weekend, Rick.
I've got plenty more. I had to pull out my knife yesterday. I'll tell you why next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So I've got this knife. My name is Riggins. I don't have any experience with knives or guns. A few years ago, my oldest brother, got way into knives. So he started gifting knives to everybody.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a psychopath behavior.
I was about to say, that's a nice gift.
Yeah, well, right, because you're from Louisiana. You know about knives and
I don't know about
things.
knives, just like you think you're supposed to have a knife.
Never had a knife. Never had a knife before. Gives me this huge knife. It's a folding knife. I've brought it in here before. The blade is, 4 inches, 5 inches. It's a relatively small knife, but to me, this is basically a machete. So I always kept it with me when I lived in the city, just for, just in case anything pops off.
Sometimes you got to cut somebody.
So, that was my thinking. Sometimes I'm going to have to.
Just in case somebody messes up and needs to be cut.
Somebody's going to get stabbed. Never had to use it. Yesterday, had to use it. Walking on the Greenway. And I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for an attack so I can stab somebody. But I learned something about myself. I'm not prepared for a knife attack, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. So, walking with the dog, got my AirPods in, I'm bumping some music, and it's a beautiful day out. And then all of a sudden, on the way home, I'm covered in sweat. I got my knife, clipped in, and all of a sudden, my dog lifted off the ground. He is airborne and turning around. So I've got my AirPods in. I don't hear a thing. I'm assuming that we're now being attacked by somebody's pit bull that's off the leash or some random animal that's run out of the woods. I grab my knife before I know what's going on. I realized I got to learn how to open the thing because that never occurred to me. How do I get it open quickly? Because I grab my knife and I've got one hand on the leash and I'm trying to get the knife open with the other hand.
Trying to pop it over your thumb?
Just trying to pop it open. I need to learn how to do that because I needed to get it out quick.
Yeah, because you can't always use both hands.
Exactly. And I'm turning around looking for the animal. Like, where is it coming from? I can't see it anywhere. Well, it turns out the dog jumped in the air because about 50 feet behind me, a guy was crossing a bridge on a bicycle, and it was really slippery, and fell off of his bike, and it just spooked the dog. So now I'm turning around facing this guy, and I got my knife in my hand.
He didn't know how lucky he is. He almost got stabbed.
I probably would have stabbed myself before I stabbed anything else, but it is one little thing I need to learn. If I'm going to have a knife,
you can't open for self-defense.
I couldn't open it. I would have been better off just throwing the closed knife
you had to throw it
at the animal.
You got to try to hit him in the face with this knife?
Yeah. But did I go ask the guy if he was okay?
No.
I did, actually.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah. He goes, I didn't realize it was going to be that slippery. And I was like, it actually
that was nice that you went back and asked him.
Just to make sure.
I'm shocked that you did that.
He wasn't dead. So we're going to do a little food quiz with the culinary experts, Ace and Tech D Rob, coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So we know that Tech D Rob doesn't know a lot about fruits and vegetables. He can't identify the most basic fruits and vegetables. Ace, not exactly a culinary expert himself. True. Went to a Chinese buffet and saw the lo mein and thought it was Chinese spaghetti.
That is not true. I never said the words Chinese spaghetti. I did not say that. Y'all said that. I never said that.
Okay. Well, you're right. You're Gordon Ramsay. Is that what you want me to say? you know everything about food.
No, not at all.
Ace and Rob don't know a lot about food. So I thought, let's put together a little food quiz to see who knows more. Ace, what is a dried plum called?
What is a dried plum called?
That's
correct.
Know.
I don't know. What is it called?
A prune.
Oh, okay.
What were you going to say? Rob, pork is the meat of which animal?
Pig.
That is correct. Ace, what does it mean to truss a chicken?
To truss a chicken?
What?
I don't know.
Is that a real thing?
I've never heard of trussing a chicken.
Trussing a chicken, it means tying up the legs with twine and stuff before you roast it. Okay, that's what it means, to truss a chicken. Rob, veal is the meat of which animal?
A lamb.
Incorrect.
No, is it not?
No.
Are you sure?
He was so confident, too.
The way he answered.
Are we 100% sure about that?
It's like a lamb.
Yeah.
Huh.
Very sure.
Oh, well.
Veal. It is a baby calf. Baby cow.
It's a lamb.
Look, I felt good about that answer.
You did. You were very cocky about it.
Very obvious you felt good about that answer.
You were cocky. Ace, what is the food used to carve jack-o'-lanterns around Halloween?
What is the food?
Yeah.
It's a pumpkin.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a trick to that question. I was like, I didn't trust you.
We have to get the most basic questions for you guys.
Too easy.
Rob, what is the term for a firm but tender pasta?
Al dente.
That is correct. Ace.
Rob's on fire with this.
What do you call a person who doesn't eat animal-based foods?
A vegetarian.
A vegan. Yeah.
They don't eat meat if they're vegetarian.
Okay.
Are you going to argue it? It's a vegan.
Animal-based foods would still be if you're a vegetarian, you're not eating animal-based foods, right?
No,
you're not eating any meat or fish or
vegetarian.
anything.
A vegan is a vegetarian, but a vegetarian is not necessarily a vegan.
Yeah, it's all animal-based products.
Rob, you got 2 questions right, Rob. Now you're
it's better than your one.
Rob, what is the main ingredient in hummus?
Chickpea.
That is correct.
Oh, that was a total guess.
All right, and that's all we got time for. Ace, you didn't do as great, but Rob thought veal was lamb.
Yeah, so I'm okay.
I was dumb. That's dumb. You're right.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.